Hey friends, I'm Jonathan Smith, and this is Jump In with Jonathan, the podcast that makes you think, smile, and take action. Are you ready to jump in this show with me? Let's go. Welcome to Jump In with Jonathan. I'm your host, Jonathan Smith. Today we're talking about something that touches every single one of us, and that is one word: family. Now, when you hear the word family, you might picture people you grew up with, your spouse and your kids, or maybe the close friends who feel like family. Whatever your experience, family plays a huge role in shaping who you are and how you navigate life. In this episode, we'll explore why is family so important, what it gives us that nothing else can, and how to strengthen those bonds. Ooh, notice this, in our busy and modern world. Why does family matter? Why would you say family matters to you? If I ask 100 people why family matters, I would get 100 different answers. So I wrote down several things why family matters to me. Family matters because, number one, they're a foundation for life. Family, 99% of the time, is our first classroom. We learn values, habits, communication, and resilience from family. When you think about your family, think about your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister. Think about things that you have learned from them, whether they be good things or whether they be bad things, but they are things that you can learn from. Either you want to do them or you don't want to do them, whether you go down a path or whether you don't go down a path. You have used your family as a classroom. When I also think about family, not only do I think about the foundation for life, but there's a sense of belonging. Every human today is looking for connection and needs connection. A healthy family and a true family offers acceptance and unconditional love, support, and help when you need it. I'm grateful for my family. There's been things that I have faced in my family, and I knew my family disagreed with it, but they always loved me. They always cared for me. They always supported me. And when I needed help, they were there to help me. In a world full of uncertainty, our family can be our safety net. There are times that we get ready to make a decision and we talk it over with our friends and we get their opinions, but a lot of times we go back to our family because we want to know how they feel about it. Our family also connects us to our history, our culture, and our traditions. There are good traditions, there's good history, and there's bad traditions, and there's bad history in every single family. But that is who our identity is. That is what our heritage is. And then there's emotional health inside of our family. A strong family ties are linked to lower stress, better mental health, and a longer life expectancy. When I think about my family always laughs and has a good time when we're together. We always are lifting each other up. We try not to tear each other down. We try not to argue. We try not to bicker. We try not to complain. We try to keep the emotional health of the family in uplifted spirits because that's better for all of us. There's family in different forms of life. There's not just biological family, but there's chosen families, close friends, mentors, or communities that's just as significant. I personally have what I call a second mom and a second dad in my life, and I love them even though they're not my biological parents. I still respect them like they're my biological parents. I care for them like they're my biological parents. And then I look at something that's becoming more and more and more common today is blended families. I personally have a blended family. We have step parents, step siblings, adopted family members that enrich our understanding of love beyond DNA. Just because someone else's kids aren't blood related to me, I still love them. I still care for them as if they were my own. That is part of being a stepfather. That is part of giving them a heritage and giving them an identity that they can look back and say, even though there wasn't my real mom or my real dad, they still loved me as their own. There's intergenerational families, the wisdom of grandparents and elders that has no price tag. And when I say has no value or no price tag, man, I would love to be able to go back and sit down and talk to my grandmas and my grandpas and learn, and I would like to hear what their take on is everything going on today in today's society in today's world compared to how it was back in the days when they grew up. I would love to be able to go back and ask them what should I do different in my life? What can I do different in my life? Man, I would love to get some of their advice and some of their opinions, but now they're gone and I can't go back to them and ask them those questions. Then there's the benefits of a strong family. All of us need a strong family. There's emotional support, a safe place that you can express your feelings without judgment. Every family should be that way. Unfortunately, not every family is that way. I have, as a and a lot of you know I pastor, but as a pastor, as a coach, as a mentor, as all of the different titles that I have as a podcast host, when I meet new people and I talk to new people, when I interview new people, when I go on to be interviewed by other people, one thing that I want to be able to give is I want to be a safe place that people can open up and talk to me and I not judge them. And today, you should be the same way. Christ, and I'm not trying to be biblical here, but Jesus said he didn't come into the world to condemn the world. And if Jesus didn't come into this world to condemn the world, then what gives you and I the right to condemn people in this world as well? Then there's shared experiences in our family, memories that become a part of your life story. Man, there are memories that I've made with my best friend, who I consider a brother. There's memories that me and him have made, and we and him can hear certain words, we can hear certain things, we can be talking about certain subjects, everybody's looking at us like we're crazy, but we have that shared connection and memories that has become a part of our life story, and we laugh about it, and we go on and we move on about it. Then there's life skills that comes from our family. There's problem solving, conflict resolution, and responsibility. Then there's legacy building in our family, values and lessons that pass down through generations. I am the third generation of preachers on my dad's side of the family. That is not something that I chose to do. That is something that God chose me to do. And I've accepted that calling. But I'm praying that it passes down to the next generation in my family. Challenges that our families face today. Oftentimes we face busy schedules, so it's hard for us to make quality time. Let me give you all a piece of advice today. Take one day a week, one evening a week. When I say one day, one evening a week, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Shut off all of the devices, shut off the TV, and just sit and talk to your family and appreciate them. Distraction free. Conflicts and misunderstandings, learning to navigate differences. That is hard because not everybody responds in the same way. Geographic distance, staying connected across the miles. My sister lives 6 hours away from me. My son lives 5 hours away from me. And FaceTime, phone calls, never take those for granted. I look forward to every day when my little boy FaceTimes me. I look forward to when my sister calls me. You know why? Because we have to stay connected. Generational differences, balancing old traditions with new perspectives. Me and my dad talking about pastoring, we pastor two different ways. Me and my dad preach two different styles. But at the end of the day, we believe that man is saved by grace through faith plus nothing minus nothing. And when we think about that, we may have differences in traditions and we may have differences in new perspectives. But at the end of the day, we find common ground to agree. So, how am I going to strengthen my family time? How am I going to strengthen my relationships in my family? Prioritize your time together. Practice empathy. Understand each other's point of views. Celebrate milestones, birthdays, anniversaries, small victories. Support individual growth. Encourage each other's dreams. Keep communication open. Listen more than you talk. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth. That means you're supposed to listen more to twice as more or to twice as much as you talk. Make memories, plan trips, game nights, and traditions that bring joy. I want you to know today that family isn't perfect. It can be messy, it can be challenging, and it can be complicated, but also the most consistent, but also it can be the most consistent, grounding, and life giving relationship we'll ever have, whether it's the family you were born into or the one that you've built along the way. Take time to appreciate it, nurture it, and invest in it because those connections are worth more than anything else in life. Family first. Thanks for joining me today. If this conversation reminded you of someone in your family, send them a quick text, give them a call, or make a plan to see them soon. Don't forget to follow Jump In with Jonathan for more conversations that inspire and connect us. Until next time, take care of yourself and take care of each other until we jump in again. Thank you for listening to today's episode on Jump In with Jonathan. And keep in mind that life is better when you jump in. Have a blessed day.